Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Combat Mission Shock Force 2. I got this game recommended to me by Jarl Greedo. He said this is right up my alley and I would like it. And we do have a lull right now in what we're playing, so I decided why not? Let's do a let's play of it. Let's try to get as far as we can into it. There is a couple different campaigns, but the other ones you have to pay money. So I don't know if I like the game yet. So we'll wait for that. But we will be playing as Task Force Thunder. This video is just gonna be me reading, alright? It's gonna be me reading the whole, like, orders and everything what we're doing.
It's time for a story. Let's do a story.
It's time for a story, it's time for a story, a very special story, especially for you. It's time for a story, it's time for a story. Sit down and listen now, don't be a...
I'm gonna play real time, and I'm gonna play veteran, because I am a veteran, and I like playing games hard. I'm gonna read all this whole video. The next video is combat, so if you want to skip it, go for it. If you're one of those people that want to know what the hell's going on, stay here. So bear with me. I am a Marine brain, so I can't read that well. I'm gonna try and be as fancy schmancy sounding as I can, and try not to bite my own tongue while I'm reading. So let's get to it. June 19th, 2008, Iraq-Syrian border. After months of deployment and build-up, the invasion of Syria is about to begin. The world has waited breathlessly as 3 days of intense airstrikes have hit Syrian army defenses throughout the country. But the order has been given to cross the border in the pre-dawn dark. American forces are moving from the jump-off point along the Syrian-Iraq border, while British forces are attacking along the northern Turkey-Syrian border. Well, and near Damascus, other NATO forces are attacking towards Aleppo in the north to complete envelopment. The United States Marine Corps is landing on the Mediterranean coast. Hurrah, Marines! I will definitely buy the DLC for Marines no matter what, even if the game is bad or good, because gotta represent, and I want to see Marine schwack people. You command a battalion-sized task force as part of a Task Force Thunder. Your striker brigade reinforced by armor, mechanized infantry, and backed by generous amounts of artillery and air support. The combination of speed, agility, and firepower makes your task force one of the most powerful forces on the planet. You will be required to employ these advantages to accomplish an important mission. Task Force Thunder has been ordered to strike quickly into the heart of Syria. Ooh. So far, so pretty good. Task Force Thunder is entrusted with the important task of splitting Syrian territories in half, ultimately seizing the vital urban areas of him. The highway to be followed in pursuit of this mission has been designated Route Lightning. Route Lightning neatly bisects Syria and separates industrial resources of the north from the population center of the south and west. A successful drive through the center will cause maximum disruption to the coherent defenses of the country. In the event of prolonged siege of the capital, Syrian forces will be unable to resupply and re-equip. You will need to balance the competing priorities of speed and force protection as important as to secure the Route Lightning quickly. If you arrive at Him's combat ineffective, we will not be able to effect a coup de main on the city. That would complicate other operations, including at base a more difficult fight for our forces too. We'll go on to the next page. So, Marines are landing from over here, Mediterranean. We got our main missions to push down the main route and kind of goon this main area. Take over this territory, just kind of break through the main line, separate the north to south, as I said right there, and provide kind of more support and just kind of pretty much just slap them in the face. Next mission, next information. The south at worst a stalemate. Alright, friendly forces. Task Force Thunder is composed from both striker and heavy brigade combat teams backed by plenty of artillery and air support. Our strikers are fast and versatile at being able to put many boots on the ground quickly. Alright. And with full combined arm supports, our heavy forces are the most powerful in the world, capable of beating any opposition they face. Your battalion-sized command within Task Force Thunder is organized as follows. Various elements form the striker battalion, a combined arms battalion. Various brigade-level formations have been combined to form an independent and versatile combat unit. Ooh. So I'm not going to go into detail what we got here, but it does seem that we have striker platoons. So we got strikers with some riflemen, some engineers, riflemen, mech engineers, and Abrams, which does get me kind of husky, kind of excited to see what's going on with that. The main thing I really want to take from this, everything else, you could zone out. If you're doing like real stuff, you can zone out from everything else. What matters is enemy forces. If I was in this situation, I would already be knocked out. I've been at so many command briefings and point of attack and like all this jibber jabber. I just knock out most of the time. And then I wake up where it says enemy forces. Enemy forces intelligence believe that there's 3 to 4 Syrian divisions lying on our path to Hims. Although this may change due to last-minute shuffles in Damascus Him Aleppo axis, initial enemy forces defending the border will consist mostly of poorly trained reserves and militia infantry units backed by obsolete tanks held over the 1960s. So they do got tanks. Alright? It doesn't matter how inferiorly trained someone is, they can still shoot an RPG. They can still shoot and hit. The interior of the country is defended by a substantial numbers of regular armor, mech, infantry units. The quality of equipment is still inferior to our own, however, it does pose a significant threat around the Hims area are the best of regular Syrian forces, including at least 1 regiment of Republican Guard Division. The quality of latter should not be underestimated. So I guess once we push through here, there is going to be a little bit more of a resistance in Him. Next thing, peppered throughout the country are cells of unconventional paramilitary fighter groups, some of which have received decent training and are equipped with modern firearms and heavy weapons. There will also inevitably be a number of combatants forces consisting basically of untrained civilians who have picked up a rifle. Many of these forces will be advised and reinforced by Syrian special forces who tend to be equipped with some of the best night vision anti-tech weapons in the Syrian military. By their nature, these organizations are unpredictable and may be encountered anywhere along route lightning. So we can expect a lot of ambushes or maybe just buying time for people to just goon us. Approach every situation with caution until you know that you're dealing with the Syrians are not back. Whoa. Approach every situation with caution until you know what you're dealing with. The Syrians are not the backward, militarily inept pushovers the blowhards ran about. That's how it is. They are motivated, adequately trained, armed, and quick studies of our tactics. The unconventional forces arrayed against us are perhaps even more formidable. Many are veterans of fighting against our forces and they have no fear of dying. That right there. They don't have a fear of dying, so they can just pretty much strike any bombs themselves and just kind of just goon us. Alright, they might not have a chance strategic level, but tactically, they have every chance to goon us. Plan. Task Force Thunder, proceed as quickly as possible down route lightning towards Hims, destroying any enemy opposition encountered. As a vanguard of a rapid advance, the task force must avoid large deviation from the route or become bogged down. That's it. Notes, bonus points. Most campaign missions will reward bonus victory points for achieving certain goals such as limiting friendly casualties or inflicting heavy enemy casualties. These points are over, beyond, okay. Almost all friendly units encountered in this campaign other than howitzer and air supports are core units and their losses will carry forward throughout the rest of the campaign. Did not know that.
Alright, buddy, shit just went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick.
Alright. So we can't lose men, or we're pretty much good. Replacements, repair, and resupply. Due to the projected rapid speed of our advance and resulting lack of security for major logistical support, you will not receive any replacements for casualties or disabled vehicles for the duration of this operation. Maneuver your troops with extreme caution. You will not be able to replace them. The task force maintenance users will attempt to repair vehicles when the opportunity presents itself, but windows... Okay. Alright. So we can't lose boys. Collateral damage. Many missions that take place in inhabited areas will carry with them the risk of collateral damage to innocent civilians. The note sections of every mission briefing will include an assessment of collateral damage risk in AO. If the risk seems too present, then you should avoid using high explosive weapons such as bombs, javelins, yada yada yada. Yeah, don't kill civilians. Okay. Alright. We're loading in. I'll see you in the next video. I'm sorry for all that talking. I know it was a good minute. But at least now the next video you know is just gonna be straight combat. Love you guys. See you there in the trenches.
I love just acting like an idiot.
I lied. I forgot. That was the operation briefing. This is the tactical first combat briefing.
Why, Lord, oh why?
Afro circus, Afro circus, Afro,